Hi everyone, this is another computer video in the computer video series, and this one is Microsoft Office applications. So in previous videos, I have referred to applications such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Excel in order to explain certain concepts. But in this video, I want to talk about what they actually are in detail, what they can do, and how you can use them. So let's get started. Microsoft Office. So all of these applications run under a Microsoft operating system, and there are many applications of Microsoft, such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Publisher, etc. But today I will only talk about a few of the most popular and common ones, in order for you to get a good sense of what these applications' purposes are and how you can use them. Microsoft Word. First, I will talk about Word. Microsoft Word is used by users in order to type up papers for school and print them out, type up notes, create flyers, and much more. Basically, the broad purpose is to type something out on the computer to save and look at later, and you can also share this with other people. But what exactly does Microsoft Word look like? How is it organized? Well, when the user first opens the application of Microsoft Word, there will be a blank electronic page called the document window, and a black line that is blinking in the top left corner of this page, the cursor. When the user starts typing, the cursor tells he or she where the words will be typed out. So based on when the application is first opened, the cursor will start typing in the top left-hand corner. Now you may also notice something on the top of the document window, something with numerous buttons and symbols. This is called the ribbon. The ribbon has many controls of Word and allows the user to do many different things with the document to enhance what he or she is writing. One thing the user can do, for example, is change the way the words typed on the computer look. This means changing the style or even the color of the words in the document, and it can be done using the buttons on the ribbon. In addition to letting a user manipulate the words' appearance on the screen, Word also allows the user to organize the information being typed in different ways. For instance, the user can choose any one of the options on the ribbon that are located in the box in order to choose a layout for how the user wants the words to be typed out on the document. The user can also click these symbols to change the spacing of the words of the document, position words such as in the center, left, or right of the document, or add bulletins or a numbered list into the document in order to create an organized list. These functions on the ribbon are located on the first tab of the ribbon called the Home tab. If you click on the button to the right of the Home tab, the button called the Insert tab, the ribbon will be filled with different buttons and symbols that allow the user to carry out functions such as putting a picture into the document, inserting a chart, or even a shape, just to name a few of the things you can insert into your document. The next tab is the Design tab. This allows the user to add effects such as new color to the border of the page or a design onto the document. There are many other tabs that go along the bottom of the ribbon, the ones I've already named, and each of these tabs play their own function and lets the user adjust the document to his or her liking and purpose. Moving on from the ribbon, the little words at the top of the ribbon are called the title bar. This is what the title of the Word document is, and when the user first opens the document, the title will usually be called Document-Word. However, the user can change this, as I have discussed in previous videos, by going to the File menu located in the Home tab of the ribbon, and this will open up a menu of different options such as Print, Save, Share, and more, where the user can navigate to the Save button and save the work in a folder on the File Explorer, which was also discussed in previous videos, and name the work. Also, the File menu button there are a series of small symbols which are called the Quick Access Toolbar. These are found again above the File menu button. This toolbar are for functions such as closing the Microsoft Word application as a whole, which would leave the user to losing the document. Also, the user can press a button on this to save the document, or undo a function that was done in the document, such as undo the typing of an entire paragraph. They can also create a new document by pressing on one of the buttons. Some other options on Word are the rulers. The rulers basically change where your cursor is and where the words on the screen will begin and end on the page. For instance, if they will be on the edge of your screen or if the words will be typed far away from the edge, along the middle of the page. Finally, at the very bottom of the Word document, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a status bar, which tells you how many pages are in your Word document and how many words you have typed. And in the bottom right-hand corner, there is a View shortcut, which changes how the user can view what he or she has written. So as you can see, there is a lot to know about the Microsoft Word application, but that also means that there are many options for the user. Anyway, this was a summary of all the functions and operations you see on the monitor when the Word application is open. Microsoft PowerPoint. Next, I will talk about Microsoft PowerPoint. This will not be as long as the discussion of Word because many of the basic functions and buttons have already been introduced. So PowerPoint is an application that allows users to create a presentation. This means that the user creates a series of slides or pages in order to deliver a message. For instance, a user can create a PowerPoint presentation on saving the environment, or a presentation about all the places they have visited over the year. The presentation can basically be about anything. Like the Word document, the PowerPoint also is very similar and has different tabs on the ribbon that allow the user to change the appearance of each slide and allows them to add things to the slides. However, there are tabs such as Animation and Slideshow, which enable the user to change settings and appearances dealing with the slides themselves, which are not found in Word. These allow the user to add transitions to their slides or allow the user to change how the information should appear on the slide. Should it flow in after another slide, or should it just show up with a click of a mouse? These differences in Word and PowerPoint are due to the purposes of each app. PowerPoint is for creating presentations, which means it needs to draw attention, and so there are functions like the animations and transitions. Another difference is instead of opening up with a blank page of a document window, PowerPoint opens up with a blank slide, and this slide is the first slide of the presentation called the title slide. This is where the user types out the title of the presentation, Saving Our World, or Traveling Across the Globe. Finally, I will discuss Microsoft Excel. Excel is an app on the computer that allows users to organize information in a huge chart. Many users use Excel to make an itinerary, create budget plans for both businesses and families, or just to organize data. When you first open Excel, a big chart opens up with many boxes, called cells, which you can insert words and numbers into by clicking on the box. Again, there is a quick access toolbar at the top, the file menu button, and the status ribbon, however, has some different tabs, and even the tabs that are the same have different buttons located inside them. There are many other features that are unique to Excel. For instance, underneath the ribbon there is something called the name box. Like I said earlier, the user can click on any one of the cells to insert characters, and each cell has a name. Now you might ask, how does a cell get named? Are the names like Jack or Nancy? Well, not exactly. The names of each cell are determined by the column letters in the column header and by the row numbers in what is called the row header. So the cell that is located at the very top hand corner is A1 because it is located in column A and row 1. Likewise, the cell underneath this is A2. So coming back to the term name box, the name of the cell that is clicked on the screen is the name that will appear in the name box. Also, you will know if a cell is selected because there will be a green border around the cell, and this border is called the active cell border. In addition, something else different about Excel is at the bottom of the screen, just above the status bar, there's a tab that reads Sheet 1. The user can rename this to fit whatever information is being stored in the Excel, and the new sheet icon created next to the create another tab with a blank sheet. So you might be wondering, well, this is great and all, but besides having a bunch of boxes, what makes Excel so special? Well, one of the biggest distinguishing factors of Excel is the mathematical functions Excel is able to compute, and it is thus one of the reasons why it is used by companies and individuals for budgets and economic reasons. So how exactly does Excel compute? When the user types in a mathematical equation in a cell where there is an equal sign and the first equals and divided by 2, solve this, and when the user clicks on the cell in the formula bar located next to the name box, it will show the equation used to get the 5, so the 10 divided by 2. The ribbon also has many buttons and tabs that allow it to carry out computational functions. Such buttons include formulas and to find the average of numbers, the sum of numbers, or trig functions of numbers, and sorting buttons, which will sort numbers you have in the Excel from greatest to least, and many more. Excel allows you to multiply quantities within cells. For instance, if cell C3 has a 50 typed in it, and you want to multiply it with cell D8, which has a 2, you can click on cell C3, and then put an asterisk, and then click on cell D8, and the new cell will read 100. But remember, you have to put an equal sign before you do all this clicking and typing. So that was really all for this video. I hope you learned a lot about, again, the different applications that are on your computer. And I encourage you to actually go onto these applications and see what I have been talking about the ribbons and the different buttons you can use, and kind of experiment with those. Anyways, here are a couple of citations that I used for this video of the content and pictures. If you like these kinds of computer videos, then please subscribe to this channel and click that little bell to get notified when I post a new video. And that way you can stay up to date with all the new videos I post on computers and also other biology, or below any questions you might have or any ideas for future videos. Thanks for watching!